Hi friends, today we are going to make a simple dashboard using Tableau. In this video, you are going to learn how to add a background to Tableau dashboard, and we are going to use sample supersource dataset for the same. Hey, it's your friend Srikanth, who is a Tableau practitioner, trainer and consultant on Tableau. Today I am going to build a dashboard in Tableau so that you can also start building dashboards and make good Tableau public profile to crack jobs in Tableau. Let's buckle up and jump right in. Before we start, I have a rough design wherein I have created this on a paper. Based on this, I have created this background in Canva so that I can use the same in the Tableau dashboard. So let's look at the dashboard which we are going to build this. And in this dashboard, this is the dashboard which we are going to build today. So here I have added my pick here. And to the right side, I have given some information about myself, wherein you can contact me on WhatsApp only. And I have given my LinkedIn profile also, along with my YouTube channels. One is for English, and the second one is for the Telugu, wherein you can also learn Tableau from these social media and connect with me. So this is the dashboard which we are going to build. Here we have 5 KPIs on the top and followed by sales trend, sales by state. Below are all by sales by segment, sales by region, sales by top 5 customers, sales by category, sales by ship mode, sales by top 5 products. Let's begin building the dashboard. Here I am going to take sample superstore dataset, total sales. Let me drag sales value onto the text. Let me make this entire view. Make it middle and let's format this. Font we are going to use Tableau bold. Black color. And the number we are going to custom it as decimals to 1. Display units I am going to make it million as we have a huge number here. And we are going to include 1000 separators. Let us customize the title also. Here also we are going to use Tableau bold and the size is 15. Clicking on apply and OK. When we are using KPIs, here in this dashboard we have five KPIs. We can make all the KPIs in the single sheet itself, but as we have a separate background wherein we are building in this dashboard, I am going to create 5 different KPI sheets for each KPI. Let's move on to total quantity. Let me bring the quantity into the text. Making it entire view. And formatting. So let's format directly here. We are going to use Tableau bold again here, 9 and bold. Number custom, we are going to make single. Let's take case because we are not getting the values in the millions. And same, including 1000 separator. Let's move on to the, okay, we have the title left. Selecting title. Moving it to the middle. Moving on to the Tableau bold. And clicking on apply. Let's move on to the next sheet, which is going to be total profit. So let's bring profit into the text here. and modifying the same, making it bold. Making it custom. As we have already seen previous ones, I am moving a bit fast here. Make it to thousands. Making Tableau bold 15 and middle. Okay, let's move on to next one, which is average discount. Okay, let me bring the discount here. Here the default aggregation is in sum, so we are converting into average and formatting it. So here we are going to convert that into percentage because this is an average. So moving on to decimals as 1 and customizing the title. Let's move on to the final sheet of the KPI, which is profit ratio. For that, we need to create a calculated field. Which is sum of profit by sum of sales, which will give the profit ratio. So I think we already have the profit ratio name here. Let me check that. Yeah, by default, we already have a profit ratio. So let me select that and format it. Making into the Tableau bold, again bold, and the format again is in the percentage. Let's move on to the single decimal, which is 12.6, formatting the title. And apply. So we have completed the top row, which we have intended. So let me load this dashboard wherein we have added the images to get the background of this dashboard. I'm selecting image and dragging and dropping on the dashboard. Here I'm using fit and center image and clicking on apply. Okay, we have to adjust the width of this image. So let me adjust that. Okay, let us make it 950 and check. Okay, this is perfect. Now we have a background to our dashboard. So let's name this dashboard. We are going to name it as sales analysis dashboard. Moving on to the next. Here in this place, we are going to make a sales trend. So let me bring the order date into the view. And make it on the month wise of the order date. And let me bring the sum of sales. Sales into the rows and convert this marks into area. Let's mark the minimum and max values by using a separate calculation. Let's create a calculation. This is a simple calculation, which is a window calculation. So here we are going to use if window min of sum of sales is equal to sum of sales, then we are going to get sum of sales. Likewise, we are going to get for the window max, so that we'll be able to jot 2 points on our graph. So here we are using else if, and here we are going to modify this as window max, and we are going to end this calculation. Applying this and bringing this on to rows. And we are going to make this as circles so that we can identify them, and make this as a dual axis, and we'll synchronize. Yeah, it's already synchronized, so let's hide the axis. Okay, let's change the color of this area chart. Okay, let's color this. Okay, as we are not getting the color, let's remove the measure names here, as we only have 2 measures here. And let's select the blue color here. Okay, as we have the highest max value and min value in the same color, let's create another calculation which would give 2 colors. Let me duplicate this calculation and edit this and mark the output as min into red and max into green or blue. Yeah, let me apply this. So let us bring this calculation into the circle. Let me drag this onto the color and clicking on this. Let's move on to the next worksheet, which is maps. So we are going to name this as sales. We are going to make for a map for the state. So sales by state. Let me bring the state. Okay, double clicking on the state, and we are going to get the map. So after this, we are going to point it at the value of the sales, as we are going to create sales here. And we are going to make this fill the map to the circle so that we can visible the highest sale value to the lowest sale values in the graph. Let's increase the size of the circle. Okay, this seems fine. And let's move on to this maps and do some background layers options here. Okay, in this background layers, let's catchy or easy to understand, or it would be, yeah, we'll be able to see the coastline, which is going to make the map much better. Okay, let's move on to the next sheet, wherein we are going to create 6 bar charts based on sales. So in this, we are going to create sales by segment. Okay, so let me bring segment into the view. And sales into the columns. So here we have segment wise sales here. Let's bring the labels also and modify the labels here. Let's make the background of this font to the black color. Okay, and make the number custom and digits to 1, and we are going to make it as thousands. Prefix we are going to use dollars. We are going to make the relevant changes for all the values which you have created for the KPIs also. Let's move on to the next sheet. Sales by region. So here also we can do this. We can directly type the region here. And we can double click on the columns and directly type sales also here. Instead of dragging them, we can do this. And we'll get the default aggregation of the measure. Let me swap this to the descending order and bring the sales, making them to the left side and formatting them. The font, as always, Tableau bold. And clicking on the black color. Here we are going to custom to the single digit and display units are thousands. Prefix we are going to make it dollar and space. Okay. Formatting the title. Clicking on apply and okay, and moving on to the next sheet wherein we are going to create sales by category. Rows we are going to bring category and sales onto the columns. Making this an entire view, bringing the labels, making the element to the left side, formatting the fields to the Tableau public, fields to Tableau bold, and let's color them with the black. Number custom, moving to the single digits, same as before, thousands and dollar. Prefix as a dollar. Okay, let's move on to the next sheet. So these are the simple charts. That's why I'm moving a bit fast, which is sales by shipment mode. Wherein we are going to bring the ship mode here and sales onto the columns. Making this worksheet entire view. Anyhow, we need to do this in the dashboard. Okay. Let us bring the labels, same as the previous one. Alignment to the left and formatting. Generally, I like to do the formatting at the worksheet level itself. Uh, so we are doing it here, but if you want to save time, you can also go with the dashboard level and format everything at a time. Okay, so we have completed 6 worksheets. So let's complete the final 2 worksheets, which are sales by top 5 customers. So let's bring customer name into the filter. And we are using the top function here, by field, top 5. We are going to based on the sales, sum of sales. Clicking on apply. Now we are going to bring the customer name to the columns, sorry, rows, and sales, and making this to the entire view. Moving on to the descending order, making descending order here, and bringing the labels. Alignment, making it to the left side, formatting this. Making it to the number customer, custom, making it number custom, displaying in the thousands and prefix as dollar. So this sheet is going to be sales by top 5 customers. Okay, let's move on to the final worksheet, which is sales by top 5 products. Let me bring the product name into the filter. Instead of loading all the products, we are directly using the filter here. So making it to the top 5 based on sales, sum of sales, and clicking on apply. Bringing the product name to the columns and sales to the, bringing the product name to the rows and sales to columns. Let's make it descending order and entire view. Formatting the labels. Finally, we have completed all the worksheets. Let's move on to our dashboard. Okay, let's start creating our dashboard as we have completed all the worksheets. So let's fit in all our worksheets. Let's start with title. So for title, we are going to bring the text as we are using the background images. Let's make the floating and bring the title here. So we are going to make sales analysis dashboard. Guys, we are going to use Tableau board. and 15 or 20. Yeah, we'll use 20 and we'll make the color to black and click on OK. Okay, let us adjust this here. Let's bring the rest of the KPIs here. We are bringing the sales, total sales. Okay. Let's bring total quantity. Total profit. Okay. Yeah, here we have on the left side. Let's make the alignment to the middle. Okay. Now let's bring the average discount or okay. Yeah. Let's place profit ratio first. Making it entire view. Let's bring the average discount into the view. Okay. We have got the KPIs here. I think the size of the all the KPIs is small. Let's increase the size a bit more so that it will be visible. Let's make it 15 and check the size is okay. Yeah, 15 is okay. So let's make 15 for the rest of the fields also. Okay. Yeah. Now it looks pretty fine. Let's move on to the sales trend and bring the sales trend to this area. Okay. Let me bring the map onto the next one. Okay. I think we need to decrease the size here. Okay. Let's move on to the rest of the fields, wherein we have sales by segment. Let's hide the headers of the axis so that rest of the fields are visible. Let's hide the field labels also. Let me make this bold so that it will be unique. Bringing sales by region onto the next one. So like this, as we are using floating, we need to adjust all the worksheets just into the container, which is already pre-built. Let's make the top 5 customers here to the right side of the sales by region. Okay. So let's bring the category. Next is sales by ship mode. And our final sheet, which is sales by top 5 products. Yeah, this completes our dashboard. So this was the dashboard which we were planning, and let's look at the actual dashboard which we were planning to do. Okay, so we have to add the images. For me, I'm keeping my pic as a logo, and here we have an eye icon. So let's add that icon also to this dashboard so that you can also showcase your portfolios in this icon to connect to your LinkedIn profile, as well your resume links or GitHub links, so that it will be beneficial when you are publishing this dashboard to the Tableau public, and they can reach you directly on this eye using this eye icon. Let's add this images. And before that, I want to give the URL actions also onto this dashboard. So let's create new sheets for each social channel. I'm going to show for the one of the social channel, and the rest of the channels assume it as they are same. You can also do in your dashboard. Okay, let's double click on this, and I'm using single quotes to create marks, and I'm going on to the shapes and bringing the shapes here. Going to the more shapes, I already have the logos of these. Let me reload the shapes again. Okay, let me select the LinkedIn here, making this to the entire view. Okay. So like this, we are going to do for the YT YouTube image and uh, YouTube Telugu also. Let's bring the vertical container into the view. Here I am going to add first add show height by button to this, and we are going to bring this button to the right side top of the dashboard, and we are going to add the eye icon here. So I'm choosing the eye icon from the documents, Tableau repository, shapes, and images. So adding the image to the hidden also. Okay, whenever the image is hidden also, I want to show the eye icon itself. And clicking on OK, apply, and OK. So if we are using this button, we are going to get the container here. In this container, let's drop a text field. Let's bring the tiled values, because as it is a floating, we can bring in the tiled values here. And let me copy these details. You can customize yours. Okay. And let's bring the logos down to the bottom. As we created logos, okay, before bringing the logos, we have to use the horizontal container, because we have to place them side by side. Now I am bringing the LinkedIn, YouTube, and Telugu. Let's hide the titles here. Let me do one thing. Let's select the container and move it exactly on top of state, so that it would not disturb the KPIs below. We're able to view the background map. Let's make the container. Go to the layout and make the background as white, so that we'll be able to see only the details of that here. Okay, let's increase the size of this logos and then add to the dashboard. Okay, let's bring the sales logo onto this dashboard. For that, let's bring the image onto the dashboard. Okay, I'm going to choose the image, which is okay. Sales is available here. The center, and clicking on apply and decreasing its the size. Okay. This completes our dashboard. I think we have completed everything in the dashboard. Let's check this eye also. Yeah, if we are clicking on this, we are able to see the details. Okay, let's add the URL action to these worksheets. That's why we have added our LinkedIn images in this here in the add icon. So for that, let's go on to the URL actions. Go to URL, and for that we are going to select LinkedIn. For LinkedIn, we are going to run action onto the sale select. By using run action of the select, we are going to go to our website. So here you can embed your LinkedIn profile or GitHub profile wherein you want to showcase your work, clicking on OK. So for this, we are going to name this as LinkedIn. Likewise, we can create the actions for the rest of the Likewise, we can create the actions to the rest of the two actions, which are YouTube. And here we are going to enter the YouTube link. So let's check whether these are working or not. Okay, clicking on Alt and pressing this. Okay, this is opening in Opera browser. So by this, you have understood on creating a dashboard using a background which was created in Canva. And in the coming videos, we can discuss on how to create same tiles which are created in Canva in Tableau itself using a separate sheet option. Let's meet up again to learn another interesting topic on Tableau. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know if you have any doubts on Tableau in the comment section below. Until next video, happy visualizing. Thank you.